I'm going to report about provision of driver license. Driver license. It is a card showing that you are qualified to drive vehicles because you have the driving test. Before you can get a driver license, you have to undergo procedure to ensure that you are capable of driving, and you also have to prepare some documents needed. Driver license in the Philippines consists of three types. These are student permit, non-professional, and professional, and each of these are significant to all drivers. Duty to procedure license. All motor vehicles were required to be registered in national registration under RA 4136. It is also established the rules for registration and fees for all car owners. Aside from that, drivers were obligated to apply for both professional and non-professional license under this regulation. Yun lamang po.
Letter C. Types of licenses, procedures, and requirements. A driver is licensed by the LTO as proof of his proficiency in driving, his knowledge of road rules and regulation while operating a motor vehicle. Upon proving his proficiency in knowledge, he will be issued a document in the form of the following licenses. Bilang isang driver, kinakailangan mo meron kang lisensya na issued by the LTO na nagpapatunay or proof na meron kang proficiency or meron kang knowledge sa mga rules and regulation na pinapatupad sa mga daan para maka-operate ka or maka-drive ka ng mga motor vehicle or kahit na anong pampublikong sasakyan. At ito yung 1 hanggang 5, ito yung mga document na nagpapatunay or iba't ibang klase ng mga lisensya sa mga ating mga motorista. Number 1, International Driver's License. Bona fide tourists and transits who are duly licensed to operate motor vehicles in their respective countries may be allowed to operate motor vehicles during their stay but not beyond 90 days of their sojourn in the Philippines under sa Section 21 RA 4136. Ito naman from the word international na bona fide tourist sa ibang country o sa ibang bansa. Pag ikaw nagbakasyon sa ibang bansa or turista ka sa isang bansa, pero hindi ka taga doon, kinakailangan mong meron kang international driver's license bago ka maka-operate or maka-drive ng mga motor vehicles sa lugar na yon. Pero, ina-allowed ka lang na mag-operate or makapag-drive ng mga motor vehicles doon and not beyond 90 days for your sojourn or temporary stay bago ka lilipad sa Pilipinas. 90 days pa, after na yun, wala na. Hindi na pwede. Allowed ka lang mag-operate ng motor vehicles during your stay sa bansa na yon. Number 2, Military Driver's License. Enlisted personnel of the AFP operating motor vehicles owned by the government shall be licensed in accordance with RA 4136, but no license hall bear the words "for government vehicles only." Plainly marked or stamp in red inks across face thereof, a military driver's license does not authorize the holder to operate a privately owned motor vehicle. Section 20 RA 4136. Ito naman from the word military. Yung mga sasakyan natin na for government vehicles only. Na yung pwedeng mag-drive lang doon is part ng government or nagtratrabaho sa gobyerno. Mga military, mga sundalo, ganun. Pero kinakailangan din nilang meron silang military driver's license. Pero hindi ino-authorize yung mga military driver's license na yung may military driver's license na mag-operate ng mga privately owned motor vehicles. Yung halimbawa, yung pansarili nilang sasakyan, tapos gagamitin nila yung military driver's license. Kung sakaling hanapan sila, hindi yon pwede. allowed lang yung military driver's license mo kapag yung sasakyang ginamit mo is for government vehicles only or may nakatatak na for government use only na mga sasakyan. Yun lang siya. Number 3, professional driver's license. This license is issued to a hired or paid for driving or operating a motor vehicle, whether private use or for hire to the public. Any person driving his own motor vehicle for hire is a professional driver. Section 3E, RA 4136. Ito naman from the word profession or professional. Ang lisensyang ito is para sa mga nagtratrabaho or may trabaho, mapapublic man or private, na mga, pag meron silang sasakyan, yun siya. Halimbawa na lang, ikaw nagtratrabaho ka sa delivery boy sa, halimbawa na lang yung sa Jollibee. Tapos ginamit mo yung sasakyan nila doon para mag-deliver. Then, magagamit mo yung professional driver's license mo. Kasi nga, for professional driver, yung parang meron kang motorsiklo, meron kang sasakyan, pero at saka nagtratrabaho ka, magagamit yung professional driver's license mo. Kasi nga, hindi ka mahuli kung ganun. Allowed ka na mag-operate ng kahit na anong motor vehicle. Either mapa-private use man or hire to the public. Number 4, non-professional driver's license. These kinds of license is issued to owners of privately owned motor vehicles or those not for hire or paid for driving. Effect of Section 3E, RA 4136. Ito naman yung sa non-professional driver license. Ito yung klase ng lisensya na ini-issued sa mga may sariling mga motor, may mga sariling private motor vehicles. At saka hindi hinahire sa public or hindi galing sa public. Pansarili mo talagang sasakyan yon. Diba? Tayo, mga ordinaryong tao. Siyempre, may sarili tayong mga sasakyan. Yun siya, kailangan, para ma-allow tayong i-operate yung sasakyan natin, kailangan meron tayong non-professional driver's license or mga dokumento na hinahawakan natin. Number 5, student driver's permit. This kind of document is issued to person who desire to learn how to drive. A student drivers cannot operate a vehicle unless accompanied by a driver who may either a licensed professional or non-professional driver. Section 30 RA 4136. Ito naman sa student's driver's permit, ito yung para sa mga estudyante or sa mga gusto or may nais na matutong magmaneho or mag-drive. Pinapayagan lang yung mga estudyante na mag-drive or mag-operate ng mga sasakyan kapag may kasama silang licensed professional driver or non-professional driver. Pero kapag sigurong walang kasama, kahit pa may student driver's permit ka, pero pag wala kang kasama, hindi ka pa rin i-allowed. Okay, letter D. Validity or expiration of license. Ito naman kung kailan valid yung lisensya natin or at kailan ito mag-expire. Sa student driver's permit, 12 months lang siya. Paglalagpas siguro sa 12 months, mag-i-expire na yun siya. Then, kailangan mo mag-renew ulit ang bago. Sa number 2, non-professional and professional driver's license and conductor's license, 5 years. Then, after 5 years o lalagpas sa 5 years, renew ka ulit. Kasi hindi na yun valid. 5 years lang siya valid. It means, mag-e-expire yun siya after 5 years. Number 3, international driver's license, 90 days. Then, kapag lagpas sa 90 days, renew ka ulit kasi expire na siya. Valid lang siya ng 90 days.
My name is Jorsid Kalika. Letter E. Conductor's license. Conductor's license of public utility vehicle are also mandated to procure their license from the LTO. Conductor's license, sila yung mga tao na gumagawa or nagbabantay sa mga kumukuha ng lisensya. Even ang mga conductors, they are mandate to have license. Pag sinabing mandate, ibig sabihin, kailangan o obligadong meron silang driver's license. Letter F. Driver's examinations. All driver's license applicant must obtain the passing score as follow. Pagkuha ng driver's license, merong passing score na taking examination katulad ng board exam. Letter A. Non-professional license 40 question. Letter B. Professional license 60 questions. Ang non-professional license examiners should pass the written examination with the following marks. Non-professional license 30 out of 40 question. Professional license 45 out of 60 question. Before the examination is conducted, a driving skill rater will provide a 30 minutes lecture about traffic rules and other driver information as a review for the applicant. Then, a road test shall be conducted to test the driver proficiency in skill. The applicant will be graded a score of 100 points. At the start of the road test, corresponding deduction will be made after the end of the test. Passing grade will be 70 points or a total of 30 points deduction. Before ang exam, dapat meron pang ganaping driving skill rater. Sila yung magre-rate sa iyo. Magtuturo sila ng 30 minutes lecture sa traffic rules for you to be informed to avoid incidents. The road test will start test if natutunan nito yung mga traffic rules sa simula, meron na itong 100 points. The score will decrease if the applicant make mistake. Pababa ito ng pababa. The passing score is 70 out of 100. Meron ka lamang 30 mistake. That's all.